I think I've shared that as much as I can. So now that I'm back and we have a total of 0 viewers, let's go ahead and get into this album. Again, I apologize for like video feed if it's slow or laggy. Hopefully the audio will come through, but you know, just bear with it, you know. Sorry. Oh, I just realized why I can't hear anything, because I'm an idiot and I still have my headphones plugged up to my laptop instead of my microphone. That would make so much more fucking sense as to why I can't hear a goddamn thing right now. All right, let's go. Now that we're back on track and I can actually review the music I'm listening to, we'll hop into the first track of The Dreams of Pig and Men by the Pig Wheat Paradigm. Track 1, let's go. Let's go. Okay.
So much anticipation for this fight. This is an unbelievable main event. I might start
What a delightful surprise. What kind of danger? What kind of danger?
Maybe this is the way it was meant to be. Maybe this is the way it was meant to be.
Let's go.
This is the way it was meant to be.
What a delightful surprise. Let's go.
Maybe this is the way it was meant to be.
What a delightful surprise. Let's go. What kind of danger? What kind of danger?
Am I doing this? Am I fucking up the music right now doing all this bullshit? I'm just trying to get chat up here so I can see you guys talking to me. If you end up talking to me, that is. I don't even know if anyone's actually in the damn stream right now. Okay, oh shit. Yeah, it looks fine. Fuck off, OBS.
Delightful surprise. What a delightful surprise.
Maybe this is the way it was meant to be.
Let's go. What kind of danger? What kind of danger? What a delightful surprise. What a delightful surprise.
Maybe this is the way it was meant to be.
Alright, that was track 1. Let's go. Oop, did not mean to go back. My B. That was a pretty good one. I didn't mind that too much. I really liked the nice like gritty bass that it had going for it the entire time. And then Pig Wheat kind of chooses to use these kind of like cryptic vocal samples and whatnot, and they've had that present in their past projects and whatnot. And clearly that's a theme that's coming back around for this time too. Not too bad. I can definitely tell that Cody is starting to really refine this sound that he's created with the Pig Wheat. Whereas when it first started, it was a little looser and it kind of was a little chaotic and all over the place. But it is starting to shape out now, and I'm really impressed myself. Let's Go. I'd probably give that one like a 6 or a 7. And I'm sorry if it looks like I'm not listening to the music and I'm like looking away and doing other things. I promise I'm just taking notes on what I'm hearing right now on my phone, because I am going to do like written reviews for these projects after the matter. I just don't know when that's going to come because I'm really busy right now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we are in a brand new room, brand new area. I recently moved apartments and I'm going through a lot of moving stuff right now, so things are very fucking chaotic. But hopefully I'll get that sorted out within like the next week or so, and I'll be able to come back to like my usual musical schedule. But yeah, for now, I really want to just get these out of the way and get them reviewed. That's why I'm live streaming them, and I'll give them all written reviews later when I have the time to actually come back and sit down. But yeah, no, pretty solid track. Again, probably like a 7 for that one. I think that's a pretty decent score to give that one. Let's go ahead and move on to the second track, I Am the Duke.
He's just a lonely old man.
Sort of a funny old guy.
He's just a lonely old man.
Sort of a funny old guy.
Well, he doesn't even seem to be human. Well, he doesn't even seem to be human.
Sort of a funny old guy.
I am the Duke.
I am the Duke.
I am the Duke.
Sort of a funny old guy.
I am the Duke. I am the Duke.
Not so fast now, or he'll kill you.
I am the Duke. I am the Duke.
Well, he doesn't even seem to be human.
He's just a lonely old man.
Sort of a funny old guy.
He's just a lonely old man.
Sort of a funny old guy. Sort of a funny old guy.
I am the Duke. I am the Duke.
Not so fast now, or he'll kill you.
I am the Duke. I am the Duke.
Well, he doesn't even seem to be human.
He's just a lonely old man.
Sort of a funny old guy.
He's just a lonely old man.
Sort of a funny old guy. Sort of a funny old guy.
It's time to
Yeah, shut up. I don't
improve
want
your writing game
Grammarly.
with
Fuck
Grammarly
out of
Go.
here
Grammarly
with
Go is an AI
yes.
service
Go to
that
hell,
offers
YouTube, but not really because I'm using you to stream right now. Don't turn off my stream or anything. I'm sorry, YouTube. Anyways, yeah, no, the Duke, not too bad. It was a little sluggish in my opinion, but at the same time, it still kind of had that pig wheat feel to it. It's got like this very simple yet complex kind of instrumental to it. Like you've only got like 3 or 4 different instruments going on at once, but at the same time, it's like they're dancing around each other so elegantly and chaotically. It's really a weird thing to have to describe this album because it doesn't feel like it's very put together. But if you listen closely, you can feel some rhythm and you can feel like there's some sort of like it's like half a beat or something like that. It's really weird. It feels like a complete song, but it's only half an instrumental. I don't know if this is just like the mental mind fuckery that Cody is going for, and if so, fucking hats off to you, my man. You did the thing. But yeah, no, I have a lot of trouble defining pigweed tracks sometimes. It feels like they are just a little too chaotic for me. The Duke, not too bad. Like I said, a little sluggish, so I'll probably end up giving that one like a 5 or something like that. Yeah, no, it wasn't horrible or anything either. It was completely listenable, and I got through it without like cringing or wincing or anything like that. So it wasn't bad. It's just undefinable, if that makes any sense. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the third track. You Dare Challenge Me? Yes, I do. Oh, I also wanted to mention, I wonder how many pass-throughs of AI generation he had to go through before he got this album cover. Because, I mean, I know AI can do some, like, weird things, like putting, like, 3 moons up in there, but, like, I feel like you had to come up with a really specific prompt to get, like, the moon and the stars with this backdrop, and then you also have the pig and the wheat in there. I don't know if you've ever worked around with, like, AI generation like me or like Cody has, but it's really... I mean, at least the last time I did it was really fucking weird, and like you have to be very specific with it if you want something as specific as this. Like I can see you typing in something like, oh, pig amongst the stars or something, but then you won't get that little wheat tuft right there in the corner or whatever. And like I do genuinely wonder how many times it took him like how many pass-throughs of AI like he had to go through to get this final product for the album cover. But anyways, ranting about the cover aside, let's go ahead and play this new song.
All right, you tell me who you are.
You should not go looking for trouble.
All right, you tell me who you are. You dare to challenge me. You dare to challenge me. All right, you tell me who you are. You dare to challenge me.
Noise is defined as any unwanted sound.
They'll die long before that. They'll die long before that.
All right, you tell me who you are. You dare to challenge me.
You should not go looking for trouble. trouble?
Alright, you tell me who you are. You dare to challenge me?
You should not go looking for trouble.
Noise is defined as any unwanted sound.
They'll die long before that.
You should not go looking for trouble.
They'll die long before that.
You should not go looking for trouble.
Really like this part. This is pretty funky.
Hurry, save, and get
No,
more saves
I don't
during the
want
biggest
to.
bonanza
Go
of the
away,
season.
Coles.
Right now,
I don't
save
want
85
savings. What? No, I strongly disagree. Not relevant to me in the slightest bit. Anyways, You Dare Challenge Me. That one, I thought that one was pretty fun, actually. It kind of has this this club vibe to it, like a house track or something like that. It's very bouncy, and I don't know, the way like I want to describe it that keeps coming around in my mind is like it sounds like a really distorted like 2000s track that you would hear being played on at like a club or something like that, except like I said, it's distorted and it's been torn apart and chopped up and like made all gritty and whatnot. It's almost like it's being passed through a filter that makes it sound grittier or something like that. It's very interesting, and I thought it was actually really fun, especially there towards the end where like it really started like hammering in that fucking kick and like you kind of got that really good rhythm going. But yeah, no, I think that's I'm gonna give that one a 7 out of 10. I think I can strongly say that one felt like a 7. Let's go ahead and move on to the next track. We are halfway through this album at this point. We've only got 3 more to go. The next track is The Interview.
It's a recording machine that repeats what you say. It's a recording machine that repeats what you say. It's a recording machine that repeats what you say.
Hey, baby.
It's a recording machine that repeats what you say. It's a recording machine that repeats what you say. It's a recording machine that repeats what you say. It's a recording machine.
Homicidal madman.
How's the stream look on your end? Is it all glitchy and fucked up because YouTube keeps yelling at me?
Homicidal madman. The skin would have been peeled from his screaming flesh.
Oh, nice. Wow. Okay, cool. That's great. I was so worried that it's just been fucking up left and right because even the audio is a little laggy too. But it is what it is. the cover is pretty deceptively cute. The the music is not very representative of what this cover is showing you. Trust me.
Screaming flesh.
It might be an evil pig. I was just saying the sounds in this EP are a little chaotic and a little weird sometimes, and I don't know. I've said it on the past couple tracks, but like this band does have like a lot of rhythm, and when you're listening to these songs, it does sound like that there's something there, but they still feel somewhat like incomplete or something like that. Like it feels jarring or gritty, or like the last song, for example, I was just talking about how it felt like it was passed through like some kind of filter that made it like ultra gritty and whatnot. It's just like, especially with how cute this album cover looks, I feel like it's very deceptive once you actually start listening to the sounds it gives you. Got a little distracted on that one. Sorry to anyone who isn't my girlfriend in chat, but yeah, no, that wasn't too bad. I felt like it was like the entire track felt like it was building. It didn't feel like there was a lot of anything really going on for that one. You had some like crashes, and then you had that dun dun dun, dun like melody. It just, when I said like all the other ones felt very simplified but like complex, this one was just overly simplified and had no complexity to it, which I don't really know how that kind of ties into the title of the track either, the interview. Maybe I just wasn't listening to the samples very well, but you know, whatever. I'd probably give that one another like 5 out of 10, because it feels like there was like some sort of artistic effort there. I'm just not seeing what it is, you know? Anyways, I think, yeah, let's go ahead and move on to Twilight Tomorrow. This is the second from last track. We are almost through with this EP, and we will be moving on. We've got a couple other projects I'm going to be listening to today too, including a single and a full album. So stick around. I will be here for a little while.
I've spent 10 years getting ready for this day.
I'm digging the female vox. That's very smooth. No, I thought for a second there, because your name has the little wrench next to it, I thought for some reason like you got made a mod or something, so I was checking that. I'm not gonna ban you, baby. It's okay. You're the only person in my chat right now. I can't ban the only person watching the stream. It just seems like it's detriment on my part. I can't tell if that's reversed audio or if it's just like chopped somehow, but that's a really interesting sound they've got going there. That like that whoopee sound. I think the wrench is just showing because it's showing my screen right now, and I have the option to edit different things on the live stream because it's my live stream. But yeah, I don't know if that's something I'm going to have to look into in the future or what, but one step at a time.
You're lying to me. You're lying to me.
You know, this is really a terrible disappointment.
Just going crazy, man. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with either the fact that our internet connection is a little lackluster, or it's something with the fact that I'm using my laptop and I should be using a better PC. But, you know, well, we'll fix that as time goes on, and if anyone ends up making donations or something, maybe I can fix my my streaming situation. But I'm trying my best for now, guys. Oh shoot, before we get too far into this, I almost forgot to rate the last track. That one was really, really good. I did really like that. Definitely the production was like way up there. It had some like really intricate sounds, and like the instruments themselves were just all they sounded crisp. Like it was really good. But probably give that one like an 8 out of 10. I think that one was probably my favorite track so far on this EP. Unless like Screw This, I'm Going to Mars is somehow better. The title is way better. I do love that title. But yeah, unless this last track is somehow like way better, then I think that Twilight Tomorrow is probably going to be my favorite track. Anyways, let's go ahead and restart this and get this last track out of the way.
Quantitative
visit Mars.
Oh, got a big lag spike that time.
Here is the latest toy rocket. I've always wanted to visit Mars.
Oh, I am watching this on YouTube and everything because I figured it'd be easier on like the stream. But you should be able to find this album and everything else I'm going to listen to today on like Spotify, Apple Music. All these artists, to my recollection, are on most of the streaming platforms. So you should be able to find these songs wherever you listen to music at.
This, I understand, could be attributed to the use of marijuana. It causes errors in time and space. This, I understand, could be attributed to the use of marijuana. It causes errors in time and space.
All right, so that was what was this EP called again? Oh no, YouTube, don't change the page. No, what was the EP called? I can't remember. The Dreams of Pigs and Men. That was the Dreams of Pigs and Men. Pretty good EP. You know, the first 4 tracks are kind of hit or miss for me, but I do think they came in pretty strong with the last 2. Twilight Tomorrow and Screw This, I'm Going to Mars are really, really well produced, very intricate. They have a lot of rhythm to them, and yeah, no, probably the best 2 tracks on this this EP. Now, usually when I do like the rating for the whole album, I take all the individual track scores that I did and I'll average them together and get a score that way. But I'm just going to kind of do it off the dome this time because I don't feel like doing math. So if my written review on album of the year like changes as far as like rating or anything I said here goes, just know that a lot of this is kind of improvisational, and I am just kind of doing this off the cuff right now in order to get these artists their deserved recognition because they did submit their projects to me, and I want to make sure that I do review them. I just don't have the time to sit down and do written reviews right now. Live streaming them is so much easier, trust me. Anyways, though, yeah, no, The Dreams of Pig and Men, I'd probably give that like a decent 6 out of 10. I don't think it did anything too crazy to where I could say it was just garbage or whatever, but you know, I think there is some room for improvement, and I think there, especially within like the first 4 tracks, like, yeah, you got the rhythm there and you've got a pretty decent instrumental, but I think it's missing something. It feels like there's something there that should be like snatching my attention, and I shouldn't just like feel like I'm listening to another type beat on YouTube or something like that. Not that that's how this felt, but I feel like there is like some room to actually add some more enticing sounds and whatnot on top of this. I'm not even saying like change anything about the songs themselves. It just sounds like they need some additive thing to them, if that makes sense. But yeah, no, 6 out of 10 for that one. Pretty decent album. Let's go ahead and move on to the next artist we're going to be looking at today. This is a band out of Alabama called Tall Tale. And I will see how easy this is actually to fucking look up. I might actually have to look up the actual song, but I don't even remember what the song's name is. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Give me 1 second. I gotta look things up on my phone because that's where they are and not on my laptop. Because I'm smart and I came to this stream so prepared. Okay. Oh, they've got 2 singles. I thought they only had the one. But yeah, no, it is by a Alabama band. A band originally based out of Madison, Alabama. Tall Tale released 1 single before disbanding in 2016. The band now exists as a long-distance collaboration between singer-songwriter B. Hall and guitarist slash songwriter Randall Bragg. Listen to their single Afterthought now and stay tuned for more songs in the future. I just read off their Spotify bio to kind of give you guys a gist of who this is. I personally know Randall. Randall was, he's a good friend who I've known for a long time. I actually knew him through another friend of mine who he was married to, and she unfortunately passed sometime last year in October, I think it was. I might have been around September. I can't remember the exact date myself, but. Randall has come back along with B. Hall, and he has started to do some musical stuff again. And Cass, if you're still in chat, still watching this, I think you're really gonna like this because their sound is more like that Midwestern emo band type of thing. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna look up their first single, Afterthought, real quick. It should be on YouTube. If I remember correctly, when I was looking at it the other day there it is. Okay. I was about to say, because Randall was posting this to Facebook and stuff, and I could have sworn he was sharing YouTube links. So this is their first single, Afterthought. And then the next one that we're going to be listening to, Better Than This, I believe is a tribute to Randall's wife, Autumn. I don't fucking care about this MMA. Let me skip the ad. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. No, full window. Oh, I'm already in full window.
That all this flesh and these bones are all that I've got. So go on and feed my ego. Don't pretend it's what it's not. And maybe 10 years from now, it'll still be an afterthought. Save me from me. Swear I'll keep things honest, and you know I'll keep this.
Yeah, this is pretty solid so far. When was this released? Oh, this was 10 months ago. Okay, so this is just... I think this is the the scrap track before the band disbanded, at least. If I'm reading that Spotify bio correctly, that is. That shit was hard. That was a fucking banger, man. Holy shit, that was good.
Early go.
Kudos. It's now, mind you, I think that's, like I said, the track that they produced before the band split up. So, something tells me that it might not be the same sound going into the next track or something, because we might be missing a few band members. But that was pretty damn solid. That was very reminiscent of like a like 2000s pop punk track, like something you hear from Fall Out Boy or I can't think of like Green Day. Okay, I'm like, why can't I think of pop punk bands right now? Regardless, though, yeah, no, really fucking solid. That's a good debut single, Randall. I mean, shout out to B too, and whoever the other members were. They weren't mentioned in the Spotify bio, so I don't know who deserves all this credit right now. But yeah, no. Just like it's going off in chat and everything too. This is pretty legit, man. This is pretty good. So I honestly, I'm not the strongest like pop punk enjoyer, but I did really like that one. So I for me, I'd have to say like that was like an 8 or a 9. Like that was pretty damn good. I like that a lot. So kudos, guys. Kudos to Tall Tale. Let's go ahead and listen to their most recent single. This was posted last week. This is a brand spanking new single. And like I said, I am pretty sure this is a tribute to Randall's wife, Autumn Dawn Bragg, who passed last year around September or October-ish. So let's go ahead and get into this one. Yeah, I figured you might have thought that one was a perfect 10. That one was really up your alley. I've actually seen this video once already, and it does trip me up a little bit. Because they did a really good job with the music video. They got two actors that look dead ass like Autumn and Randall, and this might be a little bit of a rough one for me, but I'm gonna persevere, and we're gonna get through this one. I don't think too little of me if I start crying too. This is a heavily emotional song. Oh, it really is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. I don't even really have words for it. Really, I'm trying hard not to cry right now. That's a really emotional piece. Fucking stop! I don't care about this. R.I.P. Autumn. Love you, friend. Yeah, no, that's a absolutely beautiful track, beautiful message, really well done, and very tasteful. I mean, the line, what was it? I'll keep fighting because it's your soul I miss. It's heart-wrenching. It's rough, and especially being close to these people and knowing these people and what they've gone through and knowing what this is a tribute to. It's gut-wrenching, and it's a really powerful tribute to me. So that one, I can't give it anything less than a 10. I really can't. That was absolutely beautiful. Congrats to Tall Tale, and I can't wait to hear more, guys. I really can't. Sorry, let me compose myself a bit more. Yeah, no, it is. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and get into the final project that we're going to be looking at today. It is the new project that MNTN just put out. Oh god, this might be another artist that's hard to find. Fuck. Okay, hold on. But he just put out a new album. I think it was either yesterday or the day before. Can't quite remember, but it was very, very recently. I mean, like, it was within the past couple days. This guy uploaded this album, and he uploaded it on his birthday too, of all things, which I thought was really interesting. I've done that before. Birthday albums are always fun, and yeah, no, I really like MNTN, although I can't seem to find his YouTube channel. Oh, there we go. Hopefully I can... Oh, I don't know if this is an artist channel. Oh, it's not. These are just his music videos that he's uploaded to his personal channel. So we probably are going to have to go to the topic channel. Yep, there we go. The brand new album, Minnesota to Tennessee, or maybe it's Minnesota dash Tennessee. I assume it's Minnesota to Tennessee because the way I don't know, something about the way it's spelled, the way it's like laid out and everything, and especially the album cover, it makes it feel like it's a transition or like moving piece or something like that. Like it's and I did listen to this one too already. I've kind of gone through halfway through it because I do love me some MNTN, but yeah, I don't know. It's very When I messaged him back the other night, I told him I was getting like strong M83 vibes mixed with like Bon Iver, which is a very interesting combination. Okay, bye, baby. I'll try my best. Yeah, no, I really liked what I heard of this album. So let's go ahead and get into the first track, Time, and yeah. How are we doing on viewers? Was the only cast that was watching? Oh, we got excellent connection now. Let's go. I don't know what I did to fix that, but let's go. YouTube's no longer yelling at me. beautiful start to this album. So atmospheric, and it's just like, and then like those vocals too, like those really wavy kind of like stressed out kind of vocals. It just sound amazing over this type of instrumental. It's all just so, I don't know, it makes you feel like you're floating through space or something like that. It's just so fun and so floaty and so vibey, you know? It's just great. Wait, is Interlude 2? And is this playing in the right order? Oh yeah, no, okay. For some reason I thought there was another track between Time and Interlude 1. I did notice the interludes are a little strange and a tad bit jarring, but I mean overall they're interludes, so really what do you really need them for other than to just be here and move the album forward, you know? Ugh. Sorry, I gotta get some liquids. My throat is getting parched. Okay, yeah, like I said, it's an interlude, so even if it is a little jarring or if it's a little weird or something, it ultimately doesn't really matter because it's not one of the songs. So I can't get too hung up on that. I mean, I'd probably give the interlude like a 5 out of 10, but I forgot to rate Time. I'd probably give that one like an 8, a solid 8 for that one. That was a pretty good one. But yeah, no, the interludes on this one, when we get to Interlude 2, I almost guarantee you I'll give that one like a 5 too, because I wasn't really impressed by the interludes. It doesn't feel like they're doing anything special other than just kind of like taking up a little bit of space before the next song plays. So, you know, I feel like it could have been creative, a little bit more creative, but at the same time, they're doing their job, and you can't really be mad at the interludes for existing as interludes, you know? Anyways, let's go on to the third track. This one is titled Screamed. Already kind of giving off like a fairy fountain type of vibe.
I picked you up. We went to lunch and screamed. We screamed. I picked you up. We went to lunch.
It's just so vibey. It's like you're just laying on a flat sheet of water. And then the waves start to come in. Just crashing in every direction.
Touch my hand. We walked around and screamed. What do you want from my old soul? Scream.
Yeah, like you're just drifting me off into Wonderland right now. This just amazing production on that one. I felt like the inflection was a little bit off, but I also feel like I'm just being picky saying that. So I'm just going to ignore that I even think that, because this is a phenomenal track. I love the vibe. It's got a very similar vibe to what Time had, but the bittersweet like tone of it really kind of makes the concept or like the theming feel like it could be anything, which is really interesting to me because I feel like it actually like goes down like one of two main roads, I think, as far as like theming goes. On one hand, it could be very metaphorical, and it could be something like, oh, I was with this girl or this partner of mine or whatever. Whenever we would hold hands, it was like our souls just began to scream because we were so happy and so elevated and so excited to just be with each other. And this track could be like a reminiscent of that, like a reminiscence of that relationship. And then there's also like, you could take it a very literal route and be like, okay, well, maybe it was like an abusive relationship, and like every time they touched his hand, he wanted to scream because it was just so painful. I feel like this track can be taken in a couple different ways, you know what I mean? Like I think you can this is really what makes good music, is when you make a piece that is so versatile that many people can come up with their own concepts and their own theming just from hearing this soundbite wave or whatever that you produced. And yeah, no, just a really phenomenal track, this one. I think that one is probably going to get another 8 out of 10, if not a 9, because I did really like that one a lot. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the fourth track, Crashin'. And now Crashin' was the first tease that we got from this album. Back in January of this year, MNTN posted Crashing as like the leaked single for this album and everything, and I love that single. I've already rated it over on Album of the Year, so if you want to like hear my opinion about it there, then you can just move on over to that site and read what I wrote and look at my rating too. But that being said, I don't think I'm going to be rating Crashing, because I already have. I don't feel the need to rate it again, especially if it just came out like a couple months ago. You know, it'd be different if this was like a track I rated like 3 years ago, and you know, I don't think my opinion's going to change too much listening to this again, but we will listen to it. I'm just not going to rate it. Okay. Scream though, yeah, probably like a 9 out of 10. That one was pretty damn solid. And the same thing is going to go for Over It when we get down to that one. Over It is another single that was released back in, I think it was either April or May is when he put out Over It. I can't quite remember it myself, but yeah, we won't be rating Over It either, because that one's already rated. Go look at Album of the Year and follow me on Album of the Year while you're over there and whatnot. You should really give your boys some credit for finding all these underground albums and, you know, trying to push some underground artists. I don't know why I'm talking in this Southern Savannah, Georgian accent right now, but it feels like it's enticing and like it's winning you over. So please, go subscribe on YouTube, on Twitter, on on all the sites. Anyways, enough stalling. Let's go ahead and get into the next track, Crashin'. Let this one play out the rest of the silence it had, and then we'll get into Crashing after a fucking ad. What the hell, YouTube? YouTube, partner me so I don't have to watch ads on my live stream, please.
If you just set out to build an electric car.
Garbage. Anyways, let's get into some actual good eats now. If it's gonna play, that is. Lag spikes are fucking hitting me like crazy. We have anyone else in the stream? No, we're still doing zero viewers, but that's all good. I don't need no one to, you know, have a good time. Plus, this will be up. I usually let the streams upload to my channel afterwards too. So, like, if anyone does end up wanting to see the stream, you'll be able to go back and look at it afterwards. Solid track, very solid track. It comes up with like this really strong like build up, and then it all just ultimately, like the title suggests, crashes, and then like goes into this kind of drum kit that makes you feel like you're just kind of floating back and forth as the lyrics come in and out, and they're so smooth and so crisp and beautiful. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is going to be the second interlude, Interlude 2. Again, pretty sure I'm just going to give this one a 5 out of 10 because it's a 48-second interlude, you know? It's doing its job, it's not doing anything crazy, but it's there, you know? And who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all these random, like, bleeps and bloops and crackles and stuff do mean something really deep to MNTN, and I'm just not seeing that. Maybe these do hold some sort of significance, but I can't see it. It just sounds like a basic interlude that's just got some white noise in it to fill it out the album bit, you know? And I'd love to say that he did this for the sake of like putting it on a vinyl or something like that, but like a vinyl has like 21 minutes per side, at least on like the bigger discs or whatever. I don't know what the 44 RPM ones have. Maybe they're a bit shorter and it is more like 5 minutes, 6 minutes per side, but I highly doubt that. That seems really short. But yeah, no, I don't know why the interludes are where they are. I don't know why they sound like they do. I just know that they're kind of pushing the album forward like they should. So maybe there is more meaning behind them. Maybe I am overlooking some things, but they're going to get a 5 out of 10 for now. And then we're going to... And we're going to now move on to the... the 6th track, Beef. I think this is around the point where I stopped listening the other night, so this is going to be, I think this is going to be fairly new music to both me and you guys. Another pretty solid one. I mean, that was pretty good. I liked the robotic like inflection on the vocals and everything, like the robotic effect that he had placed over it, combined with that really like staticky crackle. It fits so well, and the song itself and everything, like all these songs really so far. MNTN has a very good way of like evoking melancholy and like getting you to kind of feel this this bittersweet sadness. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I personally, I think I said this in my review of New Pain, but a lot of MNTN's songs, they take me back to a time nostalgically when like I would go out onto like my grandparents' porch and like smoke cigarettes, and it would be raining, and my grandparents had this like amazing view off their side porch and everything too. So it was just like, I don't know, it always takes me back to those times, because it's something about just this feeling like you're stuck in one place, but at the same time, that's where you're supposed to be. It's very settling, but unsettling at the same time. It feels like there's something like I'm like having trouble trying to describe my own emotions as I'm like trying to describe this album and everything. But yeah, no, it just takes you back to like a place of nostalgia when you were kind of low, but you knew there was hope, and you just kept pushing on. And yeah, I feel like MNTN's, a lot of his songs kind of evoke this melancholy that comes with that specific feeling for me. And I'm sure that that feeling can translate to others in other ways and whatnot too. And that, like I was saying earlier with, I think it was either Time or no, it was Screamed, where a song can work multiple ways and mean multiple things to multiple people. And that versatility really makes a song enjoyable. It makes it greatly enjoyable, in my opinion. And I think it should make it enjoyable just for about anyone, really. But yeah, no, Beef Really nice. I'm probably gonna give that one another 8 out of 10. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, next track, Judgment Day.
If the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go.
So I was a little distracted that time because I was actually messaging Clay a minute ago telling him that I'm streaming and whatnot, because I hope he ends up watching this and he enjoys what I'm doing. But yeah, no, I was just messaging him, telling him the whole shebang of what's going on. But anyways, Judgment Day, that one was a really interesting one. It still had the same kind of like slow pace that the other ones do, and kind of sounded very Bon Ivory with this atmospheric kind of tone. But there was something about it that made it sound like it was, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it was criticizing MNTN himself. God, your name is such a mouthful. I'm sorry, man, if I keep tripping over that. But yeah, because there was like those lines where he was saying like, you ran away, and then he goes, this is your judgment day, and this really gritty like kind of inflection and everything, almost like it's angry. And I think this does tie into the title of the album too, Minnesota, Tennessee. I think that MNTN or Clay, whoever this is specifically about, probably moved away from Minnesota and in a sense was running away from a lot of his other problems, and something, it's either this track or like he came across a I don't know, somewhere along the line he just faced judgment, and he realized like the mistakes that he had made and like the changes that he would want to make in the future and whatnot. I think that's kind of what this track represents. I might have a very loose understanding on that because I wasn't necessarily paying attention to the whole thing. Sorry, but it's still a very good track, and I did get the gist of it, I believe. And I'd probably give that one another 8 out of 10 too, because I mean, the entire time I was listening to it, even if I wasn't paying attention to it, I was having a good fucking time, man. It was smooth, bro. It's produced nicely. I can just listen to this in the background all damn day. It's that good. I love this shit. But anyways, let's move on to Orbit. And Orbit, I believe, does have a lyric video on YouTube. I'm not gonna like click off and watch it on stream or anything because I don't feel like searching more fucking bullshit. But just know if you want to go and look at his channel, I think Orbit does have a video for it. Another great track from MNTN. I'll just let this ad play while we're waiting. Yeah, no, I thought I kind of had the theme of that one at first, but as the track went on, I slowly kind of second guessed myself.
And just about
there was like mention of like someone being stuck in their ways, so like my mind was immediately like, oh yeah, no, they're stuck in an orbit, they're stuck around, like just circling around their ways or whatever. But then it went on, and there was like some lyric about how he was going to go to a different place, or like a safe place or something like that, and it sounded like he was launching himself into orbit. So it could be something about like distancing, or like just, you know, getting out of orbit of this person, or I don't know, getting out of his own ways. I don't really know exactly what it was trying to say. I thought I had the concept at first, but now I'm kind of back and forth on whether or not I actually know what the fuck that track was talking about. Good shit though. Sounds really well. All of these tracks are beautifully fucking produced. But anyways, Orbit, I'd probably give that one like a 7 out of 10, just because the concept kind of threw me for a loop. But yeah, like I said, still beautifully produced. Now we're going to be getting into Over It, and like I said, I'm not going to rate this one because it is already rated over on albumoftheyear.com. So go check that out if you actually want to know like what I think about this as far as like a hardcore grade goes. But yeah, after we play this, I'm just gonna say a few words, and then we're gonna move on to the next song. So let's go ahead and get into Over It.
I'm just over
Another beautiful, beautiful song. And this one was, and I know I keep saying this, but I think Clay told me at one point that he was taking a lot of inspiration from Bon Iver, so I apologize if I keep whipping that name out. But this one has some really strong, like, Bon Iver vibes, with the very slow, relaxing guitar. This whole song kind of puts you in this weird meditative state where you're doing nothing but reflecting on, like, some of the older, grosser shit that you think that you're over it and stuff like that. And again, I'm probably butchering this fucking concept, not saying it correctly, but I'm doing my best here. I'm trying to do my best. But yeah, no, it's very somber. It's very brooding. But at the same time, it's so soft and gentle with you. You know, it's like it's trying to hit you with this infinite sadness, but in the softest way possible so that you can take it correctly. You know, it's just, I don't know. It evokes something out of me personally. So like, I don't know, to me, it feels like these are just all super powerful tracks, you know, like. But again, that could just be me. I know when I did New Pain over on Album of the Year, I did give it like a perfect 100. And then like since then, it's been bumped down to like a 70 to like 75 or something like that. Because there's always some dickhead who wants to come along and ruin a perfect score because they don't, this isn't a perfect 100. This is improvement in some areas. I'm going to rate it a 25 just so it equals out the score. And it is what it should be. Fuck you, bro. People like this thing, and you're gonna rate it something bad just because you don't want it to be rated as high as they actually like it. You're a piece of shit. But that being said, my whole point with that is like there might be some people out there that might not like this sound, so it might not be as great as I'm hyping it up to be, but you have to understand, I do think this music is this great. I think this is a very well produced. It's got a just mountains of emotion poured into it, and it's got thought and like concepts and theming and structure. It all feels like it was meticulously planned, and I love that. I love the fact that everything in this album, aside from the interludes, feel like they have meaning, you know? I think that's really great. I think it's really fucking great, and makes me go over the moon for projects like this. But anyways, ranting aside, that was over it. Let's get into the final track, In Yo Head. And this is going to be the final track for today. It doesn't look like we've got anyone really watching, so I'm not going to go into like requests or anything like that. But you know, maybe one of these days, maybe someone will stick around for the whole stream, and we'll get to listen to some stuff that they want to listen to too. So who knows? The future is bright. That synth is nice. What a nice way to just fade out the album too. So that was pretty nice. I can't say that last track really held my attention too greatly. I did enjoy the hook, the in your head. That was pretty nice. And then like the really fast-paced like synth that was playing and whatnot was really fun too. Just kind of like a nice mellow track to play out the album. I can't be mad at that one. Although, like I said, it didn't really hold my attention like a lot of the other ones did. So I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. But yeah, no, I can't say that did any worse than anything else on this album. So like, solid fucking production, solid fucking piece. Congrats, MNTN, for your brand new album, Minnesota to Tennessee, because this thing is a goddamn banger. And yeah, no, hell, man, if you ever want to like collab, shit, just let me know. I'll hit you up when I'm back in Tennessee, and we can. These are some really crisp sounds. I know my sound is like really different to his, so like I don't know how well a collab would work out, but like, man, I would love to just kind of pick your brain and you know, just make some music with you for an hour or two. That would be so fucking fun, because I think your art is just phenomenal, dude. It's got so much raw emotion in it. It's produced to a T. It feels like it has purpose being here. It doesn't feel like it was just shuffled out because the band felt like they needed to put out another release this year, or like the fans were demanding it or something. It feels like every release this guy has purpose behind it, and I can really appreciate that. Yeah, no, anyways, I think stream's still empty. Is there anyone in here? Oh, there's one person in here. Hey, how are you doing? You got any songs you want to recommend before we end the stream? You can type one in chat and I'll listen to it real quick. I'll give you a few seconds. I don't even know who's watching right now. Oh, we got 3 viewers. What? Oh, we're going crazy. We're going crazy. Yeah, no, go ahead, type some recommendations. If you guys got any, I'll give you a few minutes. And yeah, we might do a couple more songs before we end of the stream. Yeah, it's been fun today. I don't think this stream is meant to be like a replacement for like my reviews for these albums. I'm going to still like give them like full written reviews. I just wanted to get like the listening out of the way and like show you guys that, yeah, I am still like actively trying to review things. It's just a little tough right now because I've got a lot of shit going on. I've actually got to make ranch today. If you're looking at chat at all, my girlfriend reminded me about that graciously about an hour ago. I gotta make ranch. I gotta go pick up some furniture from the old place and shit. Yeah, still got kind of a busy day ahead of me, and it's fucking 7:30 right now. So doesn't look like anyone's giving us some recommendations. We actually just had, oh no, it went back up to 3, and it looked like someone left there for a second. But anyways, if you guys have enjoyed, be sure to check out the other videos on my channel. I have plenty of other albums that I've done individual video reviews for. I've got plenty of content over on Album of the Year if you want to read any of my written reviews and like see the ratings, especially for like the tracks that I didn't rate on this album, because I have been pretty up to date on the release of the tracks in from this album. So I do have the ratings for like the singles that came out prior to this, but this album, the Pigweed album that I reviewed, and then the 2 singles from Tall Tale, I'm going to be doing written reviews for at a later date when I have more time. But yeah, no, anyways, thank you guys for joining. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.